All right, good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. So, for the market right now, guys, we got squeezes setting up all over the place. Most importantly, the indexes, the SPY and the Qs are in the process of going into a daily squeeze. So, what I think is potentially likely here, guys, and obviously, we could make a big move to the upside, we could roll over here. What I think is a little bit more likely, just kind of based on the structure of what the market does when we go into a daily squeeze, is that we're kind of liable, guys, here to kind of chop back and forth, or we'll call it the next week, 2-3 weeks or so, just kind of banging back and forth here as those Bollinger Bands tighten up, and ultimately we get a nice tight daily squeeze. So keep in mind that once a squeeze is in the process of setting up, things can be relatively choppy, but it is setting up for a good opportunity down the road. So believe me, anytime the indexes are setting up a squeeze, there could be potential for a nice directional move around the corner, but just keep in mind, as the squeeze is setting up, good chance we kind of just bang around back and forth until ultimately we get tight enough and release all that energy. So as the indexes are in squeezes, that leaves a lot of the market leading names, a lot of the stocks that people were falling in love with in June, July, and August, that leaves a lot of them doing very much the same thing. So if you look at Amazon, Apple, etc., Tesla's another one, just a handful of examples, guys, of the leading names from June, July, and August, not really setting up with much right now. So as goes the Qs into a daily squeeze, you can see Amazon in the process of doing so right now. Of course, Amazon could move, Amazon could roll over. Whatever the big money wants to happen is going to happen. However, as we go into the daily squeeze here, I just think, guys, for the indexes and for the tech names, a little bit more likelihood that we chop back and forth until ultimately we get a nice tight daily squeeze. So I think what we want to do right now is really put a lot of effort, guys, into mindful stock selection. I love trading tech as much as the next guy, but if there's not a setup available, there's really no point for us to focus on it for the time being. So while the indexes and while the tech names, the Amazons, Apples, Googles, etc., kind of in the process of giving us a good setup, there are some good setups that look like could be potentially ready to move here. So run you guys through a couple of good looking daily squeezes right now, some of which I have a position in, but I do like Salesforce here. So CRM, guys, you get the big move into earnings. It does come on in here with the market, but it holds up relatively well for the last few weeks. So we're just chilling right above that 21 EMA. You got a nice daily squeeze setting up, and we go under the surface, and you've got squeezes everywhere on Salesforce. We got an hourly squeeze, we have a 2-hour, and then you got a 4-hour. So CRM here is squeezing all over the place. We're building up energy. We're looking for that energy to potentially get released in one direction or the other. And then as far as the big picture, guys, I love where the stock is on the daily chart. Hanging out right near that 21 EMA. So ultimately looking for the next move away from the average price. And then those squeezes can give us a nice gauge of which way potentially is the stock going to move. So I do like Salesforce there, and I do have a position with a put credit spread in that one. And a couple more examples here, guys. For example, something like, say, NVIDIA. Semiconductor sector has been very strong, and while this isn't the cleanest daily squeeze, there's momentum here right now. So, never mind the Bollinger Bands. We just simply take a look, guys, at the histogram of the squeeze. You look at the indexes, you look at the tech. We're not working with anything at all. What I mean by that is that there's no presence of bullish momentum, but at the same time, there's no presence of bearish momentum. That leads me to believe there's a good chance the indexes, again, just chop back and forth here. Maybe we make a move up and get rejected. Maybe we come test those lows, but ultimately, chopping back and forth as the squeeze gets tighter. So we got to be really picky about what we're looking to trade right now, especially if it's to the upside. So you look at the TTM squeeze indicator, nothing happening here for the SPY, nothing happening here for the Qs as far as momentum. So obviously, names like Amazon, Facebook, etc., working with the same thing there. Then take a look at something, say, like the semiconductor sector. You got a nice daily squeeze here, looking like potentially it's ready to fire soon, but more importantly, starting to see signs of life. TTM squeeze showing us a little bit of bullish momentum coming in. If we're looking for long opportunities, guys, at least to me, that's what I want to focus on. Find your setup. In my case, it's usually a squeeze, but then focus on where's the big money going. So Amazon's in a squeeze right now, as is the semiconductor sector. The major difference is the momentum. There's nobody home in the tech names, But the semis here are a bit of a different story. So I find my favorite setup, the squeeze, but then I focus on being a magnet and following the big money. So AMD here, which I already have a position in, looking like it potentially wants to make a move here. So just find the momentum, guys. Find your go-to setup, and you bring those two things together. That's your best chance at making some headway in a really choppy market. So I do like Salesforce. Nice daily squeeze. You got a 4-hour, a 2-hour, a 1-hour. Doesn't get much better than that. I like, guys, even say something here. Say something like Spotify. So Spotify is another one we took a position on yesterday. Starting to go into a daily squeeze. 21 EMA holding up nicely. See if we can get some momentum here. So there's squeezes all over the place right now, mainly on the bigger time frames, like the daily chart. You've got NVIDIA. You've got AMD. You've got the semiconductor sector. You've got CRM. You've got DocuSign. You've got all kinds of squeezes right now, but we need to be following the big money. So to me, guys, it's a simple difference. You can take a setup, in this case it's the squeeze, and you can kind of bang your head against the wall trying to make headway trading that setup on a stock that's got nothing going for it. Where if instead you just simply find that setup in a group of stocks or in a particular stock that is showing signs of momentum, you're working with something here. So for the semiconductor stocks, AMD, NVIDIA, we got some momentum here. Right? For names like Spotify and Salesforce, do we see some momentum coming in? Really, really important, guys, right now in the midst of this choppy market. So that's what I want y'all to keep in mind over the next few days. Your setup is only going to work, and it's only as good to the extent that you're trading it where the momentum is. So trader A can focus on the squeeze, trader B can focus on the squeeze, but if trader A is focusing on where the big money is going and trader B is not, who do you guys think is going to have a better outcome? Always going to be trader A. So let me show you all my open positions here, what we're working with. So now mind you guys, anybody can put together a spreadsheet with numbers. Everyone in the Focus Trades group sees my entries, my exits. They see the Thinkorswim account. So just keep that in mind. But at the moment, guys, only positions I closed so far this week was DocuSign. So we had that swing trade from last week, and I'm liking these nice clean setups. To me, a stock is basically going to do one of two things. Whether we're in an uptrend, a downtrend, or a total chop fest, we're going to move away from the 21 period EMA, and we're moving back to it at some point. So I like the squeeze here, guys, on Docu, but I like the fact it's just chilling here at the moving average. So I'm able to find this clean setup. Big picture-wise, it's got a really nice trend going. But I know as long as we're hanging out at the 21, that there's a probability sometime soon she's going to make a move away from it. So when you can find a stock chilling at that 21 on the daily, and then you can look for, say, lower time frame squeezes. Try to find an hourly, a 30-minute, maybe even a 2-hour or a 4-hour. Try to find those little breaks in the action, those nice tight consolidations where we're building up energy. Once the energy gets released, you got a good sense, guys, of what's that next move for the stock going to be. We know we're moving off the 21 sometime soon, whether it be to the upside or the downside. Finding those nice tight squeezes on a 30-minute, an hourly, a 2-hour, etc., we can get a sense of when the energy is building up and in which direction is that energy likely to get released. So that was a position I took last week there, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. So we're at the 21 EMA, absence of the selling pressure, right? So all the selling pressure got exhausted, which you can see on the old squeeze there. And you start going and looking at lower time frames, team. And we're just nice hourly squeeze here, right near that 21 EMA, leads to the move away from it. So Docu there was a nice trade, sold that spread at about $1.87, bought it back at 75 cents. So that was good for about 1,100 or so. So that's all I've closed at this point this week, guys. That brings me just about close to 8,000 so far for the month. And as far as open positions, I got my put credit spread on AMD. This one is in great shape, but unfortunately, I'm going to need to let at least another week go by before I think I get any premium coming in. Right? I either need time or volatility in the overall market to drop. But that one's in really good shape, team. About 3,800 max profit. The Salesforce spread got a max profit of about, well, let's see, I got my order set at 25 cents. Max profit is about 2,200. I'm looking to lock up about 17. And then for Spotify, max profit on that one is 1,800. I'm looking to buy it back for about 20 cents to lock in 15. So get a max potential profit right now at just about $7,000. So that's what I'm working with here, guys. I'll keep you all posted on my trades, but something for you guys to consider this morning. Your setups are only going to work to the extent that you have the momentum behind you. Remember, we are never, ever, ever, ever going to have enough money as retail traders to move a stock like a DocuSign, a Salesforce, never mind a Tesla, Amazon, Google. So while the setups are great and the indicators and the moving averages and all those things are awesome, first and foremost, we got to be a magnet and we got to follow the big money. You got to have that momentum at your back. So combine those two things, guys. Find your go-to setup, but find your go-to setup in stocks that are showing signs of life. Whether that be bullish momentum, whether it be bearish momentum, you're going to have much more success, I believe, doing that than, say, finding a setup that you like. Again, let's use the squeeze, for example, and then just blindly jumping in. There's nothing going on here right now. So as the indexes, at least in my opinion, are a bit more likely to chop back and forth before ultimately firing that squeeze either which way, focus on momentum. These names like Amazon, Apple, Google, the names that are basically just, tied to the hip of the indexes, they're going to do nothing but chop, guys, until finally we get a move in the market. So look elsewhere, find your go-to setup, find the momentum, and you can make some headway. I'll talk to you guys soon. Let's work our asses off today, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.